Back in the soup, and we are in Lemansk. I just used the mod script to teleport here. I can hear a controller. Pretty sure there's a bloodsucker around the corner. Gotta get him while I can see straight. Done a bit of damage to me already. Having trouble seeing. Oh, there he is. Oh, he just went out of view. Cunning super brain mutant. Takes care of you. Alright, that deserves a quick save. Yeah, let's see what he's got. Just some hands, which I don't need right now. I don't remember the way through here. I thought you had to go through the construction site. No, he's not going to be able to come out. I can shoot it through the anomaly. That was a waste of F1s. I want to get in there because I think there's a safe room in there that I can sleep in. There he goes. I don't know if I can brute force through here. Yes. Oh. That's the underneath of a frost. That's kind of cool. Let's pitch a camp. Sleep a bit. Let's survive a blowout. Always such fun. Force you not to look at your PDA all day. how to get through Laments, because I've actually forgotten, so I'm going to stop this, check how to get through, and then I'll pick it up again. Alright, apparently I can just jump over the fence, unless it crashes. Let's try again. Let's see if it breaks again or not. A lot more anomalies this time. Anomalies. Anomaly. Gravity. I'll take it because it's there, I think. Apparently I can just stand on that concrete and jump over. I haven't taken care of all these goons yet. That wasn't very clever. Oh! Let me in. Low crouching, what's the problem? You're not allowed in there, that'd be useful. Are they shooting at me or each other? Me. Oh! Just walked through that teleporter. You cheat. Let's go up, shall we? Some other direction. Ah, grenade! Ah. Probably overkill on F1. See the guy. I need help. Down there. The guy on the fence. I think that one landed right on his face. Oh. Now once again, let's pick our way past here through this frame. Oh, that's alright. How am I going to just jump over this? There we go. changing ammo. Oh, because I don't have any more of the other type of ammo. So there you go. So that did the desired trick. Getting the brake cover. I wasn't sure. I was hoping it would just kill him actually, but anyway. M16. Well, I might take one. Just for shits and giggles. I've had enough of looting. Walk into an Electra. Maybe if I go through this one, or jump and then go. I think I'll go through this one. Ah, you idiot. Back down we go. Up. Ouch. Right on the bottom. Up. 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 Right, so no need to go through the teleporter. Keep going this way. Can't run through the bushes because they're clear sky bushes. There we are. And that's it. Going to go through the transition to the hospital if I can survive that side field. So we'll make a little save and then let's see if we can do it. Alright, see you in the hospital. Back in the soup, and I'm in the anomaly field. That is the entrance to the hospital. Always a pain in the bum to do this one. That was loud. Oh, it's green, good. I'm just going to save it there, see if I can make it fast. Oh man. I wonder if he hides in
Получена информация. Несколько артефактов изменили свои свойства.
What? So I got a purple flower and a Modified Heart of Poltergeist 2. Oh, alright. I'm scared to save it because I might break it. Oh, okay. Hello? Want some chocolate? No, no chocolate. Creepy place. We'll have a good meal. There's a guy downstairs. Go over there. Let's go down and talk to the guy. What is that? Let's go through then. Feral cat? Feral cat? What are you doing here? Oh. You look all burned up. That's right, you were. That's why you wanted Cal-Mix ointment, isn't it? Where's the big guy? Downstairs? I always get lost around here. I don't know where I'm meant to go. Staircase down, staircase up, staircase round, staircase brown. It's not this way, is it? It's no better than the way I just came. It's got the teleporter warning, but it's not a teleporter render. seem right. Maybe I have to go through that bubble. Alright, let's try it. Nothing else is working. Oh, I'm back at the entrance. Okay. There's a stash in there in collector, but not in this one. Oh, okay. You know what? Look at these guys. I'm going to have a sleep, I think. I don't know which way I'm meant to go. So I might as well have a sleep. There'll probably be a blowout and nowhere to hide, so maybe I won't do that. That didn't lead anywhere. The teleporter didn't put me back outside. Oh no, that's right. That's staircase to that there. Maybe there is something up there after all. Okay, so it's not that way. Great. I'm almost at the end and it's a bug door. How perfect would that be? I think they got their entrances back to front. They had to come in the other direction. again. So something up there. I mean, I'm above that bubble teleporter thing. Hilarious. Let's try this one. Oh, okay. So it's not that one. Let's try downstairs with Valerius. Apartment 3 disabled.
Вот и вы. Прежде всего попрошу унять вашу девушку. Она выдвигает безумные требования и очень опасно обращается с оружием.
Okay, soothe your girl. She brings insane demands and is too dangerous to handle weapons. I guess that means go and
Да,
talk to
это
Panther.
я. Зрение вас не подвело на этот раз. Пусть ваши люди тоже опустят пушки. Пантера, это и к тебе относится. Успокойся. Силой тут проблему не решить. Да и с какой целью это геройство?
Нет, я уж лучше потом пушку уберу. Ты посмотри, посмотри на него. Стоит себе спокойно на балкончике. Я его выследила. Это не черный доктор, а всего лишь умело управляемая голограмма.
Если это даже правда, то тебе просто повезло, что ты еще жива. И почему должен отдать второе сердце полтергейста, если оно у него? Это все равно, что пытаться забрать его у меня.
Let's look at the messages.
Он отлично знает, почему. Этот артефакт когда-то давно нашел мой отец. С него-то и началась эта история с его сознанием, освоением зоны и прочим. Но был второй артефакт, который, как потом выяснилось, оказался у тебя. Этот черный доктор забрал первый артефакт у моего отца, воспользовавшись своей болезнью. Пришла пора возвращать данные, тем более, что он ничем ему не помог. Я заберу арт и отдам тебе, а ты сам решишь, что делать дальше.
Okay, send him up there.
Отец, это ты? Как же так? А я-то... А ты? Значит, не болел ты совсем?
Дочка, я до последнего момента не знал, что ты в зоне и ищешь для меня этот артефакт. Иначе все было бы по-другому. Сейчас я к тебе спущусь, только скажу пару слов твоему другу. Начатое дело обязательно надо закончить.
Right, have they stopped talking? Okay, I think they might have stopped talking. Okay, first up we've got the teleport was removed. Ah, there you are. First, soothe your girl. She brings in state demand. So, S.T.A.L.K.E.R says, yes, that's me. Vision not summed up this time. I guess he's saying I'm not blind. Let your people also lower the gun. Panther, this applies to you as well. Calm down. Force here will not solve the problem. To what end is heroism? No, I'd rather them take the gun away. Look at it. There's calm on the balcony. I bet you tracked down. It's not Black Doctor, just a manipulated hologram. but he himself is somewhere nearby. There is another reason. He was the second piece of monolith. If this is true, then you're lucky to be alive. Why should he give a second Heart of Poltergeist if he had it? It's like trying to take it from me. Panther responds. He knows why. This artifact my father found a long time ago. With him, then began the story of our consciousness of the zone. But there was a second artifact, which, as it turned out, you proved to have. The Black Doctor picked up the first artifact from my father. His heavy Vospolzovashich disease. It is time to return the debt, and more so because it did not help him. I'll take the artifact and will give it to you, and you yourself decide what to do next. Doctor, is it true? Partly, yes, it's true, but only at the expense of the hologram. Leave the girl at the bottom and rise here, teleport right. Okay, let's try it. Oh, this is all slanted. There's a special gizmos. What? Where is he? Over there. Ah. I feel a little bit disoriented. Ah, it's Sap7. Hi, buddy. I'll just follow the teleports, I guess. All the way back down there. It's really disorienting with everything Overlord. Okay, there you go. Now, what do you got to sell? Anything? I'll sell you some of this stuff because I have heaps of it. What else will I sell you? I'll sell you that. And I'll have that. Now, whatever. I shouldn't be digging around this stuff, should I? Panther's father. The Black Doctor. So, this is what the real Black Doctor looks like. I had a different way of thinking of you. Or is it the next duck? That's a bit odd. The titmouse in the sky, the duck under the bed. Your girl is hardly real, it has not earned. Thanks to you and her father. Now to business. Artifacts at you. Yes, do not worry. They are with me. What with the fly, it's possible to make something I saw. She's dead. Everything that I managed to make and keep the body without frost, I've covered with anomalies. To recover is not possible. Internal damage is serious. Now about my business. I think before continuing conversation, you should talk to the Father's Panther. To dismiss from me, it's unreasonable charge and release Daddy to communicate. Okay, yeah, okay. Alright, hey you, I'm talking to you. You are the father of Panther, and why are you so cruel? If after all, really lost some time, zone has come to the zone, not for women. No, he's telling him off, I guess. Till today, I was not, of course, present here. Last time we saw her 5 years ago. She was engaged in special assignment, infinitely absent from home. I was, till then, a tumour. I had cancer before I already happened in the zone from local eye. Then I left the perimeter, but illness and loneliness, and the note, okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense. She wrote him a letter, I guess. And further to simple places to me and acquaintances. My forces were sneaky stalkers. Once found the body of a stalker in a backpack was an artifact, was Heart of Poltergeist. There was a note with description and properties. Radiation artifact was very much carried away as far as I put it away, and a note of advisors, not sure. Monolithians have caught me, wanted to kill me, but having read the note, dragged to the senior, and that sent me to the scientist. That was the Black Doctor. Well, he dragged there, here, yes, what people of Doctor went for mine. Chikoi, I'm not sure what that means. And I've hidden the artifact, and it was coal. It's the time it's true to clean. And where is that one? Where, unless you don't know, you that have also cleaned. However, into the account of this moment, I have not. That's pretty mangled. You were powdered to Doctor admitted, then hypnotized you in a room of management of monolith, and further, you in a course was sent by Death Truck to search for this artifact. But under supervision of the person of the Black Doctor and the astrologer. That was further. I do know not whence and when in the zone there was Panther, and I for a long time did not know. Doctor has held back. Otherwise I'd defeat his plan. I will not remember that I found a Nichka. What is his note? It is visible that its knowing person has left the recipe there was. It was possible from the Heart of Poltergeist other artifact even more valuable to make the Good Luck Stone. One more artifact was for this purpose necessary, still coordinates any work. So it means one Heart of Poltergeist is required only. Here it is. Yes, and now you with your health. Illness, incurable out of the zone, has receded. So I remain with Black Doctor, you know the rest. I hope you make the correct decision. The unique artifact and the second component to the rest to you will tell the Black Doctor, and it's time to me to deal with my daughter. It'll be difficult conversations for me though. I've already noticed, certainly go, so much you did not see tells it. Okay. That's done. Let's talk to Black Doctor again. Yes, but only partially. And about this, have you not told the daughter? What about the astrologer? Okay. I did not know that this brisk maiden, his daughter, had learnt about it all together with the astrologer. Any stage obviously is already closer to an outcome of this history, and it's betrayed me. It is possible to understand that the received artifact is not all immortality, the biggest money. Now about business. You have two variants, or you give me Heart of Poltergeist. Sorry, I was losing my voice, so I had a sip of the drink. A more truly changed S.T.A.L.K.E.R as to you will like, or will try to receive so-called the Good Luck Stone. The third variant, alas, is not present. I have blocked exits. Even if you were here to kill all, including me, you cannot leave. Dirty trick. What will it be if I try to receive the Good Luck Stone? Then listen. Heart of the Poltergeist. Really one, at least. The second such artifact is not found. That artifact that at me the girl has stolen is necessary to transfer only to Heart of Poltergeist. Part of energy necessary for transportation further is not necessary, it is necessary to wait. Okay. It cannot. It's already taken place. That's that message when I got in the hospital. It cannot be. It means we were not mistaken. And things are easier to calculate a place which coordinates are specified in a note. If here, behind your back, also is led round by a white circle. This point, a cross set of abnormal and power fields. Further, it is simple. Rise in the circle, face the door, and throw a Heart of Poltergeist. Solely responsible for you to occur the transmutation. After, we'll talk about further actions. Okay, and what about your further actions? I'll give you a credit card for 5 million. We'll take Panther. Spend the rest of their life in California. On fly, it's possible in due course something to make, but while I'm powerless to help, I'm going to investigate. It's possible the start of muffled power units of Chernobyl. Okay then. So, I have to choose if I'm going to cook the stone or the Heart of Poltergeist. Alright, so he's paying me 5 million for the stone, so I'm going to cook the stone. See. So there's a white circle behind me somewhere to the right with an anomaly on it. How convenient. Oh, it's not. Okay then. Go in, face the door, and drop it. Oh, just because it drops out your back or something. So you drop that. And I think you drop that as well. Dunno, didn't go in. Oh, let's try again. There's that door. No, didn't work. It says dropping there, so I might have to face. I have to go there. Can I use the transmutator? reread this text. So rise in a circle, face the door, and throw Heart of Poltergeist. Okay, go into the circle, face the door, and throw Heart of Poltergeist. Flash, and it doesn't flash. Let's try here. No. Well, there you go. I've run out of patience. Well, that's apparently the end. I'm going to stop it here and see if I can figure out how to do it. Alright, I just did it. You actually have to go right through to where I am now and then drop it. And then I got the flash. Modified Heart of Poltergeist. So goldfish. There it is. Oh my god. That is insane. Let me guess, if you put it on, it kills you. Alright. Well, you should take the money. 'Cause I'm not going to let you out. Anybody is not going to do it. Besides, I dare to assure you that without previous supervision, storage, this artifact will not live so long. Yes, it's not eternal. I can prolong his life. Definitely taking away from his energizing energy of manual please. Can you recover fly? Well, on truth, yes. But it's a reckless act. So from two variants, you still had only one. To give to me, artifact, and to provide to the friends. If not present, Doc, full life not for me is for oligarchs and as well. I agree the choice is insignificant. Well, these don't translate too well, so I don't know what either of those choices are. And we'll do this one. So recover fly and European fair. It's garbage to waste on one person. Consciousness, never was such a thing, just a group of scientists and generators. Okay, well, thank you. See you. Well, that's done, so I'm going to make a save. Right. Flies by, there's a body on the scope, so I'm making the assumption that it's fly. She looks pretty well preserved, doesn't she? What's that thing? A special machine. Let's drop it on her. whoosh. What's that? A compass of some kind. You back up with your gun. You're trained like a soldier. Greetings, how are you? Are you normal? Yes. Yes, all is good. Only the head is ill. What happens? I fell from a helicopter. I don't remember. And where is Uncle Fang? Fang, it's occupied a little now. You hear that? Go downwards. There is a transition, a path to other territory. Go and wait for me there. It's necessary to send all the same. You to the grandfather, I promised. Yeah, and Fang promised, yeah. I will talk over with Panther, you know it already. We'll go to other location. Okay. Now, well, without further ado, I just want to get out of this maze for the sake of a maze. Yeah, you can bust them, because I'm going to knife these stupid things. Nothing. Nothing. Done. Yeah, have a talk to Panther. Good on you. That's the way. Make up. That's it. Be nice to each other. And we're off to...
Пойдем. Идти придется далеко, аж на Агропром.
Probe the bandits will know how to climb across Bat-Co in hell. Alright, let's go. Agroprom, here we are. I'm really close now, according to the guide. I'm very close to complete English playthrough. I don't consider them part of this story because they're just completely different. Just introduce this new character that's never existed before, and that's it. Who's that? Ah, the fly. You got a Seaver. Well done. Musics seems like okay. Let's go and talk to them. We got night vision. It's Ghost. Is that Pilgrim? And the Marsh Doctor, but in a Seaver instead of his raggy old coat. Alright. I'll make a hard save again. What's up, Ghost? Greetings! You of that here, and Doctor has come. Greetings here, I've come to learn results of your dialogue with Black Doctor. Yes, Fang, to remember, I to it grave here have built. To bury there was nobody, but on Stalker's Combo to custom to the lost friend it is necessary to establish a cross. I and our photo have found. Judging by that, you are not one as come means it knowingly was lost there at station. Alright, let's try and translate that. I came here to figure out what you talked about with the Doctor. Yes, I remember Fang. I buried a grave here. There was no body, but in our customs, I buried him anyway and put a photo on the cross. Judging by that you don't have a body, it means that you lost him at the station, meaning at Chernobyl. Senseless death it was. He wanted that she lived, and here she lives. I could not have it any other way. I learnt the truth and have understood much. It is good that we are all gathered here. Well, almost all. Obviously Mrs. Fang. I miss Fang too. Consider all, it always with us. Close people do not die. It's simple we forever lose the possibility to be with them nearby. What will be further? Further, the zone is still full of riddles. It is still full of maliciousness. And so for us, it will always be a work. We will be on. We'll be superheroes in the zone. Sherlock the Arrow. And Ghost. The Invisible Man. And not I, so have solved. So I don't know. He solved it. He hasn't solved it. Yes, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Today is a rare event. Everyone in the clans of the zone, through negotiation, is coming to the Arrow, to the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. All might of this world have reached the hearings. The zone is not eternal and just about to disappear. Therefore, it's declared premiere for the period of a meeting, and it will take place here. You hear? For Tui Rasul, helicopters. Yes, they're here. Here they come. And there goes the comrades in arms. The fly is standing there. There's a helicopter. That weird triangulation makes it disappear when I look straight at it. There's another one over there. 2 helicopters. 2 Vertruki. Probably mangling that word, Vertruki. Or whatever it is. Talk to Fly again, maybe? No, wait here. Why are you standing there? You're not going to come. Okay, let's go up here. But make sure not to accidentally pull the trigger, which I do sometimes with the mouse. So we've got a hint D and a hint A, I think it is. So what do we have over here? On this side, we have the monolith. That's Zaha.
Здрасте, собралась ботва. Да как много. И все батьки, все начальники. Сам ты, ботва. Ты ж покойник давно. Вали отсюда. Сам ты, бля, покойник.
That meant to be hog.
Смотри, урод. Косу дай.
Kuznetska.
Крутизна, а не заткнуться ли вам? Чё собрались-то?
That's a Verona, isn't it? Who are these two guys? They're the technicians from the bar.
Так сказать, предоставляется последнее слово. А после я его пристрелю, взяточника и алкаша в рамках программы борьбы с коррупцией.
Kuznetsov, yeah, I did though. I'll shoot myself right now.
Собрались тут неформалы всякие, о, блядь!
Bribe taker and a drunkard. You're right, that's why I shot him. He's a scumbag. You a scumbag?
Молодые люди, давайте закончим негативную вступительную часть. Я смотрю, что вы тут собрались делить сферы влияния. Науке все равно, кто будет у руля зоны. Ее беспокоит только один вопрос. Будет ли зона открыта после недавних событий в госпитале? Ходят слухи, что она рукотворная.
Здесь все собравшиеся, уважаемые люди.
Young people, negative, I see, gathered here to share spheres of influence. I do not care who's in charge of the zone. It's considered that no question will remain in the general area after recent events in the hospital room. She was man-made. Let's vote properly. All gathered here, dear people, and it's no secret that the collection of artifacts, money, and so on for us it is not a goal. It is not the target. We already have everything in sufficient quantity. Let's let it play out, shall we? Shall we? Because it's a bit of a bloody mess.
Ну что же, когда разлетаемся? У меня уже водка под мостом нагрелась.
With scatter, I've got vodka. You wino, you wino. That's pretty English translation, you wino. Dirty old wino.
Дядя Стрелок, неужели мне лететь с этими барыгами? И где дядя Клайд?
Yeah, you fly with them, baby, it's fine.
О, девчонка, мы ее долго искали.
Ara? Who's Ara? Fang is with them. With Hog.
Ара, Боров, вы уже опоздали. Муха, летишь с моими друзьями. А Клык, я передам ему привет от тебя. Призрак, Ток, Пилигрим, не прощаемся. Я знаю, где вас найти. Главное, смотрите, чтобы с Мухой ничего не случилось. Я Клыку обещал. Да, Кузнецов, перед рюмкой доставь девочку своему боссу из Москвы. Глядишь, полковником станешь. Последний вопрос к собравшимся. Кто-нибудь знает, кто такой Фриц? Он в каске немецкой ходит.
Who's Fritz in the German Stahlhelm?
Нет, точно не наш.
No one knows
У меня
him.
нет.
Probably a mercenary.
Не наш. Да и какой наемник в каске ходить будет? Может, он шахтер?
Where's the mercenary helmet going? Maybe he's a miner.
Нет у
I
меня
don't know, it might be a non-translated pun.
Надо у науки спросить.
I don't like German helmets. We must ask a scientist.
Ну, за всех не скажу, но это не мой подопытный. То есть, не знаю я такого.
It's not one of mine.
Вот, доктор, все у вас там подопытные. Сейчас через часок мы ролями-то поменяемся.
An hour later we'll change roles. What does that
Похоже,
mean?
Стрелок, либо кто-то что-то не договаривает, либо никто из собравшихся действительно не знает. А может он из какой новой группировки? Никто же не знает, насколько далеко тянется зона ЗЧС.
Ладно, народ, харе базарить.
Вероятно,
Вижу, опять
Стрелок
на
тебе
конкретику
придется
потянуло.
выйти этот
Залезайте в вертухи, пора лететь. А то, похоже, ваши замы ждут не дождутся, что вы вообще не прилетите.
His dialogue timing needs a lot of work.
Пора.
Kolmogorov. Yes, it's time.
Пока усаживаемся, усих предупреждаю. Кто ко мне сунется в темную долину, капец, тому темную.
А не позаткнулся бы ты, идиота кусок! Ща прилетим, я своих орлов к тебе в гости отправлю. С подарками в виде фугасок. Сначала подарки через забор закинем, а потом сами поздравлять придем.
Well, I'm rushed. You fly so quickly that I... Intellectuals, okay. The barman's...
Стрелок,
No, he's
еще
gone.
увидимся за рюмкой чая. Я на припись пока.
Marsh Doctor's leaving.
Иду.
Давай не
There's
отставай.
Pilgrim.
Ждать нас
Пока и
не будут.
спасибо. И жду вас. в
Okay,
другом
bye,
месте.
fly. You'll be waiting for me in Flang. Flang. Flang! What the fruit? Got a, controller.
Ну что, и нам пора. Для полноты картины не хватает только Фауст-патрона и сбить этот полетевший вертолет.
Where's this controller?
Вот я сейчас крокодила разверну, да причешу тебя. А то, смотрю, извилинам в своей черепушке нет места. На лицо сползли в виде шрама.
Пока, Стрелок, еще увидимся.
Buddy, there's a controller. I meant to leave it or kill it. I'm gonna kill it, because it's annoying the hell out of me. Yeah, bugger you. Where'd Fang go? That's astrologer. Greetings, you are late. The zone elite have scattered. Languages have scratched, towers have been twisted, people have calmed down and left the meeting. Like it's all quite good. And a rain. What further? I also did not hurry up to the elite. I, unfortunately, don't care about them. That's their problems. What's next? You have learnt the past, given much for the sake of the life of one person, to live now. The basic problems are solved. What is necessary for Kenda? I don't know what that means.
Собрались. Время выступать.
Someone's talking to Sakharov. Time you hear, you're already 3 times as much a good fellow, not maintain many, to whom it is boring. For someone there is no logicality, to someone it's difficult and abstruse. Someone does not like to kill, who the coward, who in general the idiot. This is just, needs to be revised. Okay, money, artifacts, not, I don't need them. Perhaps earlier I needed them.
Мерещится что-то.
Что это было?
Alright, so it learns the meaning of friendship. He says, I'm glad that you found another way. I will go to Chernobyl. I descend. Ghost has said that the next cross put the Fang and this time last. Okay, so.
Оба.
Why? It is not necessary to go far. Sometimes you do not understand. Alright, we do not say goodbye. What's going on in the background there?
Он где-то здесь. Далеко уйти не мог. Братва, выручай!
Got anything else to say? Or should I blow your brains out? I don't know what to do next, guys. I think that is it. It's time to make choices. So this is Fang's Cross, is it? Oh, it is too. Oh. Oh, Fang. I miss you, brother. There you go. Little memory. A gold chunk.
Вот тут я тебя и кончу. Какая ж ты гадина, а?
Допрыгался, гад! Ха. Допрыгался!
Well, Stalkers, let's just wait a few minutes and see if this is it. We'll quickly review the diary. Why is it not necessary to go fast? Sometimes you not to understand. Alright, we do not say goodbye. Okay, so I went and I looked at Fang's grave. It's not interactable. And you're still here. So what do you want, buddy? And that's it. That is the end of STALKERSoup. It's been a very long journey, and there's been quite a few problems. Possibly the biggest problem is the translation, because the player can't make good choices without meaningful information, and the information you get out of mangled translations is sketchy at best. If I didn't have the guide, I could not have done this game. I also think that because of some of the problems in it, if I didn't have a programming background, I couldn't have fixed this game enough to play it as well. I also think that a lot of the Stalker atmosphere is captured quite well. There are a few weak points in terms of the cave and the labyrinth are really sucky levels. They shouldn't be in Stalker at all. They're just pieces of Doom. I play Stalker to not play things like Doom. I play Stalker because of the above ground thing, and that when you go underground, it's not just some boring single textured cave, big open cave level like a platformy Quake deathmatch arena. I think that's really shit. I think those levels could be replaced with other things, much more sensible levels. Even the underground tunnels out of Oblivion Lost would be better. Those long, narrow, they're more like World War II fortification kind of things, the arched concrete and alcoves and rooms. They'd be better choices in the cave if someone with the dedication and the skills to redo those levels into the undergrounds from Oblivion Lost that'd be a huge improvement, because they're on theme. Those caves are not on theme. The caves in the labyrinth, they're not on theme. There's nothing Ukrainian about them. There's nothing Chernobyl exclusion zone about them at all. Whereas in the levels I'm talking about from the Oblivion Lost are much more sort of Soviet World War II era war ruins, or even early Cold War ruins. That'd be much better. The other thing, plot-wise, it seems all these people can just teleport wherever, whenever they want. Like this now. It really... really makes you feel kind of like you can't get to the top of the power level train in the zone. This ending as well was a bit bothersome because everyone sort of knows each other and they all know what's going on, and nothing's a secret. No NPCs will go, oh wow, really, you found that out? Oh, what do we do next? They always know what to do next. I think that's just bad writing. I think that's because the people who write it are stuck inside the meta knowledge of the plot, and they can't put their NPCs inside the plot with only what knowledge they could possibly have. They're basically on the edge of omnipotent. They always know what you're doing. They always know what to do next, and I think that that would be improved a lot if you were taking the lead, because it's part of playing the games. Another thing is there seems to be a lot of gear that is not very useful. I'd say things like there's two different types of medication: antipomeline, Yagilin, Pervitin, whey tablets. This doesn't do anything. I don't know why you even get it. What are you meant to do it? Is it a object as a marker in terms of plot progression or something? That doesn't make any sense to me. Things with massive numbers and then massive annoying side effects. Just make it 200 and don't give this stupid side effect. Photos, I don't know. Should you even have a 10-gram photo? Should you have to carry it around? I think if it might be a memory thing where you can't load it in the PDA because it'll cause more stress on the game. I never got to complete this, but it turns out it was irrelevant. This didn't trigger, but you didn't need to do it. You don't need to do that, that's fine. This was broken in my playthrough. I couldn't complete that. I found everything I needed, but it just wouldn't work. The ranking. My ranking froze at 2500. And my ranking should be about 30,000 by now. Because, I mean, if this is real, if I really killed 1,443,000 mutants and 830,000 stalkers, killed 2.5 million things, it's just crazy. But it's not. It's a score based on their level. But it's still redonkulous amounts of slaying and slaughter. This split between encyclopedia and diary log, I don't like that a lot. I think there's a lot of crossover here. That's why the music start. Speaking of this, things I do like a lot. The texture packs I put on, absolute nature and absolute structures, really help the game look a bit closer to what you'd expect. I find the default texture pack is dark and muddy, like someone's rubbed charcoal and motor oil on everything. It's overdone, makes it a bit gauche and gaudy. The skies are really, really nice. I think they hold up quite well, even after, 10 years? Yeah, this game's pushing it on. Ballistics is great. The gun handling and firing is great. Sound design is still excellent. The interface is quite workable. I quite like that a lot. I like the grid inventory system. I think a lot of modern games should adopt it. Because it adds a bit of like, well, this is how much space you've got, and you've got this thing, and it's a bit more awkward when you got more things on yourself, what you're going to do. What else do I like about it? I had to tweak the grenades and the RPGs. They were ridiculously high. In this game, if you take unmitigated damage of the value of 1, you're dead. The damage value on the RPGs was about 25. As far as I can tell, the blast radius is not degraded. It's not auto degrade with the root mean square at the very least. Hand grenades as well were pretty overpowered. I had to tune them down a lot. The canister grenade was set with the real amount of fragments, and so it just overloaded the engine. I think it was set with something like 4,800 fragments. The engine can't do that. So I changed it down to 20 or something like that to make it actually, and then I made these ones more powerful than the F1s, just by a little bit. The F1s, I don't think F1s weigh 630 grams. I don't know. This one might have to weigh more. I might have to tweak that. Knives. There's a lot of different knives. Ultimately, they don't matter. They are pretty overpowered. Anyway. This thing, I still don't know what it does, and I don't need to find out. Ammunition is a bit weird. I think the traders, how they stock that system could be improved. I also think that the exo armor, more of it should have a higher carrying capacity. I don't think the bandit exoskeleton should be so good in terms of its load carrying capacity. I think the monolith exoskeleton should be the best. I also think putting monolith armor on ought to change your status with the factions. I think that however might make it a bit more difficult to play the game out. Some of the quests were terrible in terms of their mechanisms, particularly the medallion quest and the rings and stuff, where you can't get them off. Ooh. You got some magic thing stuck on you. That was very, very childish. I don't like that. I think it should be a case of, well, you have to go here and do this. Then, okay, well, how do you do it? Not forcing a ring onto someone. Make the player go and find a monolith armor, or find someone who'll sell it and pay some exorbitant price, and then carry it off and put it on somewhere, and then go into the monolith area wearing the armor, instead of some magic ring that you can't take off and then have the side effects of that. I think the armor mechanism just gives you a bit more agency in the game, and players like agency, in my opinion. Players like to have power over their decisions in the game and how they choose to do things. The game has expanded vastly since this version. It's now up to 1.10012, I think, and I'm on 1.09934 or something like that. So it's very large. It's got a installer now, a scripted installer. I haven't tried it. I think it's a good thing. And overall, I'd have to say STALKERSOUP is it's a long experience, and completing it was pretty difficult. I needed a big hiatus because it was just wearing on me, the repetition of being ping-ponged for a MacGuffin, and then you go and get ping-ponged for another MacGuffin. I think there's a little bit too many stages. I love the zone. I've been a Stalker player since I first saw the betas on the internet. I played some of those betas. I bought the game. I've played all of the installments. Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat. I've played mods. I've played a few different mods on Shadow of Chernobyl. My previous favourite mod, I think it was called GMX. It used that dirty texture set. At the time, it didn't bother me, and it had a weapon in it called Wolf's AK, or Fang's AK, sorry, which was a custom model, which was a mix between an AK S74U and a HK MP5, and it ran on 9x18 ammo, and it was overpowered. but it was fun as. I loved it. I completed the game with it. On Call of Pripyat, I played. Oh, geez, I can't remember what it was called now. This guy just added all these extra guns and stashes into the game. No plot stuff, it's just all about stashes. I also tweaked all the ballistics and damages and armor, and that made the game really good. Worth playing through the entire thing again. And I also tried a couple of other mods. Some of them just didn't work for me. And yeah, so what's next? Well, it's kind of like the end of Stalker Soup. It's up to me. So I'd like to thank you if you've watched every episode. And if you're going to continue in the zone, good hunting.